Fascinating.
What would the greatest mind in history think of the creatures of Kanto? Welcome to Da Vinci's Adventures. Today, Leonardo studies the unseen.
Leonardo arrived in the Kanto region through a shimmering rift in the forest canopy. The air was thick with mystery, and the flora hummed with unseen energy. With notebook in hand and wonder in his eyes, he stepped forward. What were these creatures? What laws governed their forms? Leonardo pressed deeper into the Kanto wilderness, where the terrain shifted like pages in a living manuscript. Rolling hills gave way to bubbling springs, and volcanic ridges loomed in the distance. He paused often, sketching the curvature of a leaf or the shimmer of a strange mineral.
Curious.
He murmured, brushing ash from a warm stone.
There are signs of life, but no creatures.
Tracks in the soil, ripples in the water, and scorched bark whispered of creatures just out of sight. A spiral pattern etched into the mud caught his eye, too perfect for chance. He followed it, only to find it vanish beneath a mossy rock. Twice, he raised his magnifying glass to inspect claw marks on a tree and bubbles rising from a tide pool. But the creatures remained elusive. Though he saw none directly, the clues were undeniable. Now, let us open his notebook and see what he discovered. Charmander, Ignis Draconis juvenis. Leonardo was captivated by the small bipedal creature with a flame perpetually burning at the tip of its tail. He noted how the flame flickered not with wind, but with emotion and health. He sketched the tail's base, discovering a vascular structure unlike any terrestrial animal, channels that seemed to regulate heat like a bellows. He theorized that the flame was not merely decorative, but a vital organ, an external combustion system. The tail's musculature allowed precise control of airflow, feeding the flame oxygen. He compared it to a forged bellows, but alive. He dissected the flame's behavior in different environments, noting how it dimmed in damp air and flared in dry heat. He even recorded how the creature's breath synchronized with the flame's rhythm. He noted,
The flame is not a burden, but a barometer of life. He is both hard and harsh.
Poliwag, Spira aquatica. The spiral on Poliwag's belly fascinated Leonardo. He believed it to be a window into the creature's inner workings. Upon closer inspection, he realized the spiral was not merely a marking. It was a translucent membrane revealing a rhythmic, spiraling flow of internal fluids. He theorized the spiral was a natural pump, a biological vortex that circulated nutrients and oxygen. He compared it to the Archimedean screw, but reversed, drawing energy inward rather than lifting water upward. He sketched the spiral's motion in stages, noting how it pulsed in harmony with the creature's gill movements. He proposed that the spiral's rotation helped regulate buoyancy and internal temperature. He wrote,
Nature has drawn a perfect spiral to show us the elegance of motion within. It is a living diagram of balance.
Geodude, Granitus brachialis. Leonardo was astonished to find the creature composed entirely of stone, yet floating effortlessly above the ground. Geodude's levitation defied gravity, and he was determined to understand it. He examined the creature's underside and discovered a faint hum, like a tuning fork. Using iron filings, he revealed a magnetic field pulsing from its core. He theorized that Geodude possessed an internal lodestone, rotating within a mineral shell, generating a repelling force against the Earth's own magnetism. He drew cross-sections of the creature's rocky arms, noting how they acted as stabilizers, adjusting pitch and roll mid-air. He compared it to the gyroscopic effect of a spinning wheel. He noted,
Stone, once bound to earth, now dances above it. The secret lies not in weight, but in the harmony of opposing forces.
Exeggcute, Overflora communis. At first glance, Exeggcute appeared to be a cluster of 6 sentient eggs. But Leonardo quickly realized they were not separate beings. They were one mind distributed across multiple bodies. He observed how they moved in perfect unison, reacting to stimuli as a single organism. He dissected their communication, noting faint pulses of bioelectricity arcing between them. He theorized a shared neural lattice, like a Renaissance polyphonic choir, each voice distinct, yet part of a greater harmony. He drew diagrams of the electrical arcs, comparing them to the synaptic pathways of the human brain, but externalized. He proposed that their strength lay in redundancy. If one was damaged, the others compensated instantly. He wrote,
Unity in multiplicity. These are not eggs, they are conscious. Each a word in a living sentence.
Horsea, Draconis siphonata. In the shallows of a coral inlet, Leonardo found Horsea, a delicate, seahorse-like creature that moved with astonishing precision. He studied its coiled tail and narrow snout, but it was a propulsion that intrigued him most. Horsea inhaled water through its snout and expelled it forcefully through a vent beneath its body. Leonardo compared it to a siphon and sketched the internal musculature that allowed for rapid compression. He noted how the creature could pivot midstream, adjusting its angle with minute tail flicks. He likened the system to a Renaissance water organ, air replaced by water, music replaced by motion. He theorized that Horsea's control over pressure and direction made it one of the most agile aquatic creatures he had ever seen. He noted,
A creature that plays the sea like an instrument. His breath is his propulsion. His tail is full of grace.
From fire to stone, spiral to sea, Leonardo's notebook overflows with wonder. Which creature fascinated you most? What will he discover next? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Fascinating.